magic word. You didn't say the 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 magic word.
So I've been using Barbasol since I started to shave, pretty much. And then Jurassic Park comes out, and Barbasol features quite heavily in that. And now, in the prop community, people that like to replicate props from their favorite movies, this is a high dollar item. Even though this is not the exact same one they used in the movie, the one in the movie had didn't have this indentation. But I got this off eBay for pretty cheap, and this is the kind that I used back in the 80s and 90s. This was the style. So I haven't used this. I got it off eBay a few weeks ago, and I don't know, it's full. So I don't know if it'll work, if it'll smell good, but I think it might, because this could be from, I don't know, the late 90s, the early 90s, the 2000s. I'm just not sure. There's no date on it, though there's a date code, but I don't know what it means. So anyway, we're going to shave with this today. I hope you like that little Jurassic Park thing at the beginning. That was kind of weird for me to film. And I'm going to use the Barbasol razor from the 1930s. Now, this is a cool design for a razor. It's a two-piece, but you screw off the head. You don't hold the head and unscrew it. You screw off the base, and I like this. Watch this. You unscrew that, and then the top raises up. This is the floating head Barbasol razor that everyone seems to like. I'm not sure exactly why, and I've only used it a couple of times, so I need to refamiliarize myself with why it's good, or if it's good, or what I think about it. And I'm going to use a feather blade, and here's how you put it on if you've never used a razor like this. So you put it flat in your fingers, flat in your hand, or on the table or wherever, and you just put the little blade right on top. And then do this. You just put it back on, and you screw it a couple of times, and then you tighten it down. Now you got to make sure that the blade exposure is even on both sides, and it looks to be. Let me straighten out a little bit. Yep, seems to be. So this is from the 1930s, and I did a video on it before, but I've never shaved with vintage Barbasol. Not that vintage, it's not like old. And this razor. So I'm going to try it today, and let me turn down the jazz. It's getting a little bit loud in this here speakeasy. Hold on. Okay, so took a shower, did my hair. I'm going to put some hot water on my face, and today is not only a Jurassic Park style Barbasol shave, it's also Shoutouts out the wazoo. I think the last one I said, hey, I don't have any shout-outs. If you want me to shout you out, let me know. And boy, did you let me know. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shout-outs. All right, so let's take the top off this thing. Like I said, I got this off eBay. I have not used it. I'm going to see if it still smells the same as modern Barbasol. Here's the modern can, and here's the old vintage one, the Jurassic Park model. Somebody already offered me money to buy this. Oh, it works beautifully. That's, smells, it smells very similar. It's very rich and thick. That 1970s Barbasol I used had gone sour or something. It smelled funky. But this one smells right, as you can tell. I'm getting it all up in my nose, on the nose. And it's still, however old this stuff is, it lasts. Even if maybe the scent goes off, it still is rich and thick. And time to shave. All right, feather blade, vintage Barbasol razor from the 30s. The floating head design. I'm going to go light because I don't remember if it's aggressive or not. It feels a little bit aggressive. It's got the kind of a hybrid open comb, but they look like they're open, but they're not. See the safety bar there? And I'm not sure if there are other razors that have that. There probably are that I just don't know about, because I'm just kind of a normal guy that films himself shaving twice a week, however normal that can be. But what I mean by that is that I don't get into the weeds, into the minutia of every single razor and every shaving soap and brush and knot size and yada, yada, yada. But if you do, that's fine with me. That's fine. Go for it. I mean, there are people in the, as I discussed earlier, the prop replica community that want to turn these into dinosaur DNA smuggling devices that know exactly everything about everything. And that goes for Star Wars and Heck, probably even for, historical reenactors too. What do they call them? Screw counters? Screw chasers? Like you obsess over the tiniest thing. And I think that's kind of cool. I actually like that. I don't have time to do that, nor the inclination, but I understand it. I understand it. Ooh, I felt like I nicked myself there. Did I? I might have. Felt like I caught something, Skin is imperfect. Skin has bumps and weird texture sometimes. Sometimes your razor will catch it. But that's okay. I'm going to go light. I'm going light. Yeah, I did get a little bit. So I'm going to be proactive. Put my finger there and stop any bleeding that might start before I put on the next. Yeah, this shaving cream works well. This old stuff. It could be from the 2000s. I honestly don't know when they changed to this new style. So my friends Barbasol, if you're watching, let me know. You probably have it all written down somewhere. Okay, after the first pass, yeah, still got work to do. Get some more of the Jurassic Park. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Kids and I just watched that. That movie still holds up. The CGI, for as old as it is now, still looks really good. And the blend of CGI and practical effects, still great. I mean, Spielberg at his finest. Or at least one of his top movies, that's for sure. Still great. All right, shout outs. Let's start it. We got a lot to work through here. So first on the list, L. Tedders in Bradford, England. Shout out to you, L. Tedders. Hope you're hanging in there. I can feel this thing. See, it left these little lines. That's the kind of hybrid open closed comb thing. Still going light because I got less whiskers now. So following L. Tedders, we've got Troy in Hamburg. Machschau Troy. Troy, as you know by my name, I'm a huge Beatles fan. I would love to visit Hamburg sometime and go to the Star Club or the Indra Club. Is that still there? The Kaiser Keller? Over there in the Reeperbahn, the world's naughtiest street. So hello to you, Troy in Hamburg. And then we got Ben Cook. Shout out to you, Ben Cook. Hope you're doing well. And we got Mark, who's Mark, you'll know which Mark I'm talking about because your avatar is Big Chungus. Yeah, my kids turned me on to Big Chungus. If you don't know who Big Chungus is, it's like 3 or 4 frames from a Bugs Bunny cartoon in the 1930s. It's insane how the internet will grab hold of something and turn it into something. And that's exactly what they did with Big Chungus. So Mark, shout out to you. Gotta make sure did the bleeding stop? Yeah, this isn't the smoothest razor I've ever used. Like the Rockwell or the Murica. Those are smooth. But this one's a great design. It's got a great handle length, a great weight. I love that it's that 2-piece thing. You just unscrew, and this doesn't fall out, Sometimes 3-piece razors can be a bit of a hassle. For me, that's first world problem, certainly. But great design. All right. Okay, let's see how it feels now. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. The cheeks are smooth, but we got a couple of those trouble spots down here that always exist. That's why I do 3. More hot water and more old Barbasol. That's me, old Bobby Barbasol. All right. Then I'll clean that can off and put it back amongst the other collectibles I have. I've got I think I've discussed it before, I don't have a man cave, I got a man corner in the next room with all my little Star Wars action figures and Stormtrooper helmet and Boba Fett helmet and that kind of stuff. I'll show it to you sometime. Proud Star Wars nerd. All right, who else we got? We got Rob Walsh. Shout out to you, Rob Walsh. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna go this way to get that troublesome neck stubble That it always seems to be there, even if I do it at an angle, if I don't do it straight across, but it's just not very comfortable going straight across. So I'll do a little bit straight across and a little bit at an angle and get as much as I can or as much as I want to get, you know. I'm not obsessive about it. I like it real close shave, but I'm not obsessive about it. I'm not obsessive about anything. I don't. I'm too lazy to be obsessive compulsive, but I do like a place for everything and everything in its place. You know what I mean? And cleaning up after myself. There's nothing more depressing to me than just a big mess, like in the kitchen, like the sink is full of dishes, or you know, the bed's not made. So the first thing I do when I get up in the morning and get out of bed is make the bed. All right, who else we got? George Greenwood. Shout out to you, George Greenwood. I don't know if you can hear that noise downstairs, but my youngest has just gotten into doing the pogo stick because it's the 1920s, I guess. But he is pogo stick crazy. Don't ask me how these things happen, but it's good. Good exercise, teaching him balance, and he's getting good at it. It's crazy. I mean, I didn't realize there's pogo stick masters, you know, that do all these crazy flips and tricks, and I hope he doesn't want to do those flips. I hope he just does normal pogo sticking. Pogo stick. What's he going to get into next? Jacks or, doing a hoop and a stick down the street like in Brooklyn in the 1920s or something? I don't know. All right. Mike. My buddy Mike Vance, who's been around for a long time. He's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. And I just want you to know, Mike Vance, shout out to you. And I'll be thinking about you, brother, and pulling for you. And I know you can make it. Whatever tough times, whatever experiences are troubling you, you got this, man. All right? You've been around forever, and I expect you to continue to be here. And let me know when things start to brighten up for you. All right, Mike? All right, we're getting close here. We're getting close to the end. Let me tell you something else about my youngest. He loves to come up here and pretend to shave with my stuff. And I've taught him because I got all the razors just laid out there underneath the camera right now. And I've taught him, don't grab one that has a blade in it. And he knows how to do the twist to open and everything. So I got some new stuff in from Space Soap that I'll talk about later. Bob, thanks for sending this. Got some Space Soap, got it in. Got some big ones. This one, he chose this one. My youngest chose this one to shave with, to pretend shave with. And he used the Jolly Rancher because this is his favorite. And he chose the 1959 Fat Boy to fake shave with. So I thought that was good. All right. I'm going to get I still got this right here, always. So I'm just going to knock it down a couple times. Knock it down. Let's see. This side is always a little bit better. All right, who else we got? Oh, here's one I'm sure I will pronounce. But Muhammad Furqan Umer. Muhammad Furqan Umer. Shout out to you, Muhammad. Hopefully I got that close to right. I got the first one, Muhammad. That one's good. We all know that one. If I'm not mistaken, the name Muhammad is the most common name in the world, I believe. Not John or, stuff like that. It's actually Muhammad. I could be wrong. I think I heard that somewhere sometime. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. That's a good razor. Good razor. If you can find one, they're really hard to find. I lucked out. I didn't pay that much for it. I got it on eBay. And yeah, good stuff. I wish you could try it. All right, I'm going to wash off and then use the aftershave that my youngest chose. Was the Foire aux Schnog, which he loved. And he said, I can feel my eyes are starting to tingle from the menthol. And I said, if you want to try menthol, have I got an aftershave for you? And he's watched Home Alone a bunch of times, so he's seen the Kevin scene where he screams when he puts on of course, when you fake shave, it's not going to burn you, but I said, put this on, the Cold Fusion, from Wet the Face. Donald Youngner makes this stuff. It's too much menthol for the average person and probably for me too, but I'm going to use it this time. My youngest, I said, just put it on your hands, don't put it on your face. And he said he could feel it on his hands. So I'm raising him right, folks. Okay, we got 2 more. Brummy Chad. Shout out to you. Brummy Chad. Brummy means that you're from a certain part of England. But I can't remember what that part is. Because I've heard that before as a nickname. Calling somebody Brummy. So cheers to you, Brummy Chad. And finally, Goalkeeper 123 Fat. I hope I pronounced it right. Goalkeeper. Shout out to you, Oh, my eyes are starting to water. But that, I got through all the shout outs. We got El Tedders, Troy in Hamburg, Ben Cook, Mark, Big Chungus, Rob Walsh, George Greenwood, Mike Vance, Muhammad Furkan Umer, Brummy Chad, and Goalkeeper 123 Fat. So if you want to be shouted out, let's not do 10 every time. That's a bit much. But I thought I spaced it out pretty well, didn't I? I think so. So there we go. Now I got to go get in the Jeep and try not to get lizard acid spit in my face. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.